Hey guys, this is a game that I've worked on at points called Star Sonata. I'm going to be testing out the new start for the game and basically going through it. So what I've got to do is create a new character so that I can spawn within the start zone. So I'm going to go with Noob Tube, and I'm basically going to be looking at problems within the starting zone of Star Sonata and maybe addressing ways to sort of make the game a little bit better for starting players. Now, when you first spawn in the game, everything's all a little bit new. You get the tutorial bot, which has disappeared, which is not a good sign. But yeah, anyway, so we're going to have a little look around. So we've got a modified item here. You can see the little star there. And yeah, this is basically the starting screen for the new players. So we're just going to turn a little bit and get used to a bit of maneuverability. So here we go. Now that's annoying. So we're just turning left and right, and already the screen is being filled with stuff. Now these are really useful. These new markers to basically show what to do. So basically, yeah, that's really annoying. So we're going to go forwards, and we can slow down by hitting the back key. So I'm using the arrow keys to sort of navigate here. All right. Now, so first of all, we're going to navigate to the object. To stop the ship, go down. So you can also use the WASD keys, but I always use the other keys here. So we're going to try that out. And we're going to warp through this place. First of all, wait a second. Now this is annoying because it's giving us missions and it's taking them away far too quickly. So we're going to fire the lasers, which is always good, right? Anyway, so let's try moving to the red object nearby. Now that's really problematic. Anyway, we're going to continue. I guess it's going to ask us to navigate to the object now here, or it's not going to really make much sense. Now this is what new players are going to see when they first join the game, because they're not going to know what's going on. So we're going to go through. We can't go through there, so we've got to complete the mission navigation. So, oh, okay, so we've got to go right over it. Now that's a problem in itself. Let's complete a wormhole jump, fly to the purple thing. It's being removed too quickly. All right. Now this is a problem and it needs to be sorted by the devs. All right. Anyway, so let's do another wormhole jump. To help us find the next wormhole, you can zoom the camera in and out by pressing the minus and the plus. So we're going to go plus. Now, the detail of the models is really good. There's a guy called Nate Guidry, and he's basically redone a large amount of the work on the models in the game. So they're really actually quite nice models. The game itself's actually quite good, so if you can get through the tutorial, it's definitely worth it. Anyway, so yeah, it's basically saying you can control the camera. So we've got our little weapon, the ion pea shooter here. It's not too bad. And what we're going to be doing is basically going through just to see what the issues are with the game. So anyway, before you continue moving on, you need to complete several missions. You can find out more about them before your mission statement disappears. So yeah, there's far too much information that's being piled onto the people when they're starting the game. Anyway, we're going to dock at the sit station. Let's accept the combat practice missions. Now, one important thing, right? I've set my docking key to the D key, and this is spawning the R key and saying, oh, yeah, that's good for a new player, but it can be really annoying if the key isn't correct. Anyway, I digress. So we're going to accept the mission, and we're going to accept the combat practice. So we're going to fight a training dummy up at the other area. So okay, here we go, and we're going to hit the undock key. Now this is really good. It's nice that they're showing us where the undock key, which is really good for new players. I really think that that's good. So we're just going to fly over to the target dummy, right? So we're going to select the dummy and fire at the mission, the attacks. So the dummy's actually spawned underneath this, so we've got to select that and attack the dummy. And there we go, problem solved. So we have an issue with the training area alpha pillbox. That should really be, they should find a way to distinguish between them a little bit easier. But we can kill a few more of these things. That we're not getting any experience for them, which is bad, but that's the way the tutorial's set up, which is a shame, really. Okay, so pretty under-equipped even by civilians, so what we've got to do is upgrade to a better energy bank. Now, the thing that's really annoying is I wrote the missions for these things originally, and they've kept the names of characters, but they've changed the they've changed some of the things to make it a little bit more more people friendly, which is kind of weird. So we're going to buy a cadet energy bank, which is what he's asking us to do. So we're going to go through and buy that cadet energy bank. All right, there we go. And what we've got to do is equip it, but we can't equip it. Thankfully, the mission will say go to the acquire skill and get electric engineering. So we're going to get that. We're going to press the accept bit. We're going to press the accept, and we're going to equip the cadet energy, and it's auto completed the mission. I think I've got auto complete missions on, so that might not be a problem. But contact agent button in the lower right hand corner. Where are we? So we go to. It should technically tell you to go to the general tab, because you've just been through a couple of different tabs. So that's something to note. I'm just going to change the look of the Zebacart to the Zebacart Mark II. Zebacart is your starting ship. It's one of the best ships in the game for stats wise. So we've got a couple of missions here which we're going to accept. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I don't even know what's going on there. I'm just being attacked by a moth. Repeatable mission. Oh yeah, mini mass driver mission. We're going to complete that. We're going to fire our mass driver. That's going to do a little bit of damage. Now these things here are called super weapons. If you've not played the game before, they're basically they'll give you a shield, a healing device, and they give you a mass driver which does damage, which is really, really good. So we can utilize that as well, which is really, really nice. So that just teaches us about that. Now we're going to go to the Cadet Dummy Mark II over here, and we're going to fight this one. So let's have a little look. This one's a little bit tougher. It does a little bit more damage. I mean, we can also use our mini mass driver to rip it to bits like that, which is pretty cool. And then we're going to go back home. All's pretty much self-explanatory here so far. There's just a couple of issues. You got lucky. No way you'd be that good of a pilot. No way. Ha ha ha. I've played this game for a long time. I even worked on it in parts. Right, anyway. So we're going to go to, let's have a little look. Moving on. So where are we? Funeral of a space rat. Choose up my ship. I love space rats. And we're going to go to Earth Force Outpost. We're going to do practice Mark III because it's important that we go through and make sure that everything is Gucci. So, Charlie. I guess that's the third one, because C comes after B. Anyway, so we're going to attack this one, and that's a little bit more complicated. This drone is doing a little bit more damage. The previous one was doing in the 70s. This one's doing much higher, but it's still not a threat to our ship, and we can destroy it with a mini-mass driver, which is pretty easy. These super weapons are really useful. If you're starting the game, you definitely want to practice utilizing them. They don't eat a lot of energy at early levels. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so you've passed the training. That's good. You get an augmenter. Now, augmenters, if you've not played the game before, they will give you little statistics which will help your spaceship be good at the game. So we're going to equip this one. Now, it can't be unequipped or removed without an augmenter reset, which you either have to pay for or you get a certain number of them. You need to save those. They're very important. So we're just going to equip our Enforcer Scout augmenter, just so I can show you. Our statistics will have increased. You'll notice that I have a little bit more maneuverability, which is great. I also have more shield regeneration and more energy regeneration. What I'm going to do now is, I can't buy anything in the base, which sucks. So I'll have to go to the next zone. Now, this is annoying. You've got a repeatable mission here where it's giving a new mission thing. That could become annoying because you don't get any experience for it and newbies may be caught in a circle loop. Right, so here we go. Control the cameras, zoom by pressing minus and plus. Now, we've already been through this, but whatever, that's fine. It is kind of useful because it allows people to see the whole system if they've not got the camera zoomed in, which means that you can have a little look. Join the Star Sonata official Discord server. Yes, you can do that. Just avoid Rengast. Anything he says to you is probably wrong and will probably reduce your ability to play the game. Anyway, sorry, Rengast. Actually, Rengast's a really good guy. Just ignore me. But he does try. Anyway, learn how to mine asteroids while fighting off Volcom pirates. or the Earth Force Outpost introduction. Ooh, there's 2 different introductions. Right. Recommended starting area, hunt down space rats and collect their loot straps. So if we're going to follow what the newbies are going to do, we're going to go to the Earth Force Outpost one because they will follow what they're told. If they follow what they're told, which they probably won't. I think it should really be a setup at the start. Once you've made a new character, it should give you 2 different pathways that you can pick. One where it bungs you out into the wide universe, you can just do whatever you like, or 2 where you start here. Okay, so we've got Goku Black has spawned. Yes. He's not Super Saiyan Blue. Anyway, I need to get off of that stuff very quickly. Anyway, so we've got mission status icons telling you a little bit about mission status icons. That's useful. That should really be in your first zone. I really think that should be in the first zone where you first pick up your missions, so it gives you a bit of information. So the first time you can pick them up at a base, that should be there. Anyway, space rats can be found through this wormhole leading to the refuse and waste system. We're going to go and fight some space rats. So we've got Darcy the Old Lady's mission for Ras Attack. Aww, I like Darcy, she's alright. And she'll give you an engine called the Old Lady Furnace, which is amazing. Then we've got Ration Release. I don't like Olga. She can't even earn her own rations, man. Earth Force Vermin Bounty. We get given a cadet beam for that, which is quite nice. Then we've got Augmenter Stat Boost. This is going to teach us about Augmenters, which I've already gone through with you, and this is really absolutely invaluable. So we're going to quickly do this one in a second. Okay, so just going to go get some rudimentary damage augmenters. I will just buy 2 rudimentary damage augmenters. At early level, they are probably some of the best augmenters that you can get just for sheer damage output. Besides, the massive energy boost that they give will basically enable you to take on whatever you need if you've not played the game before. So we're just going through and complaining about things because I'm a grumpy git. And I'm way too old, as I get reminded on a very, very regular basis. Okay, so Arcadian Pulse Gun is probably the best pulse gun that we can get early on. Like damage per energy is not great, but that really doesn't matter. Arcadian Laser, though, looks a lot cooler. So I'm going to be using that. I'm going to sell my Ion P Shooter. And I'm going to get a better energy here. I'm going to get the Arcadian energy, which is going to give me additional firepower. So I'm going to sell these 2. So I'm going to click both of those. I'm going to right click and I'm going to sell. Okay, so it's all a little bit of there's a lot of information being pumped into you very, very early on. So don't be too alienated by the game. It's not that bad. Now, because I'm using the Arcadian Laser, I'm going to be going with a Hot Fusion Energy. This is going to give me minus elect tempering and plus shield recovery. So we're going to click on that. The reason. Oh yeah, we've already got the Arcadian Energy. Just ignore me. We're going to go with Arcadian Energy because that is really, really good because we want that damage. Anyway, we're going to go fight us some space rats. Okay, now, very, very important. Might as well pick up the Tube Power Cable mission as well. We want all the missions there, which is, I think, is really, really important. As you can probably tell, my maneuverability has gone down slightly. So I'm just going to zoom in so you can see slightly. Now, your maneuverability is affected by the item weight which you've got on your ship. Arcadian Laser is very heavy, so is Arcadian Energy. But that's the price you pay. It's part and parcel of living in a big city. So, as you can see, this is quite a powerful weapon. It's going to chew through these space rats a lot faster than most other weapons. So, right, we've got to hunt down a specific type of space rat. Now we've got this flashing one here, which is a king rat. So we're going to go for this guy. This is kind of annoying. They should really have like closer pathing to the wormholes because not everybody's going to be able to sort of figure this one out, to be honest. So we're just going to go in and we're going to hunt the king rat. So I'm going to open up with my super item and bow, 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 bow. Oh, I missed there. There we go. Some terrible piloting from me. I'm just going to pick that one up. Okay. So we've got enough rations here. All of this information's over here. Now, one thing that I would put is I do a thing at the bottom of the screen which basically showed the event chat to let people know about mission rewards, things like that. There's also all of the other different settings and things like that, which we can go through. But we're probably going to go through them at some point anyway. Anyway, so first of all, we've got to go back to Earth Force Outpost. Now, after the mission's complete, I do think the mission's complete. Give me a second. I do so few missions that I can't even remember what my hotkey is for it. So missions anyway. Yeah, so we've got a vermin bounty, which we've got, and we've got the loose wires one, which is the chewed power cables, which means that we've got to hunt down some more of these rats. Now, I think that because people will probably go through the nearest one they see, they should have some form of indicator. Oh, wait. It's not allowing me to go through. Okay, so it's forcing me to go into this situation. That's actually not bad. That's okay. That function. That's a suitable function. Okay, so where are we? Pow. Okay, I'm probably going to swap my laser over after this, because despite the fact that the Arcadian laser looks really, really cool, it's really not that effective for me in terms of energy. So what I want to do is I want to chew through things rather than show off how I can one-shot space rats, because believe me, that is not a skill. Okay, now I'm not really getting any of the tube power cables, so I guess they're going to come from another galaxy, or rather star system. There's a bit of debate in this game whether or not it's galaxies or star systems. So Rat Attack taught them a lesson. That's good. Find and kill a queen rat. That's my new mission. Ration Release. That's good. Earth Force, then nothing there, and then the Ratimo. I created Ratimo. He's one of my favourite little additions to the game, probably because I was involved in it. Now, one of the important things is make sure you go to your skills section, and basically you'll want to level your weaponry just 1 point, so you can use your cadet beam, so I can get rid of that Arcadian laser. We've got the Old Lady Furnace, which is Tech 1. Where are we? Engine 1. So we're going to activate that. Now, that is a considerable boost. So we've got 420 to 2400, and then we've got 780 to 3400. So we've also got an energy charge plus 5. Now, this is a flat energy charge bonus, which means it will affect just about anything, which is a really, really good. So we'll want that. This is going to be really, really useful, and it will pay for the energy charge of the cadet charger, which is an equipment 1 item. Now, when you get killed in combat, or you've been without fighting for a while, the chargers will now activate. They may change this in the time that it takes me to actually get the for you to see the video, but that's kind of how it is. So here we go. So we're going to go back into the refuse and waste. As you can see, my maneuverability's gone through the roof, which is good, and we've got the new cadet beam, which is pretty cool. Let's have a little look. Now, cadet beam is a surgical type weapon. Now, what surgical weapons do is they allow you to get more items when you kill an enemy. So the enemy will drop a higher amount of items. Now, we're going to be hunting a queen rat. We can tell it's a queen rat because it is pink, and this game is incredibly sexist, despite the fact that it claims to be PC. I don't like the PC nature of the game. I'm going to probably do a video on it at some point soon, but I think it's very, very important to sort of go through this just to sort of show where we're going. So we've got to kill 1 queen rat and go home, so I'm just going to go back after killing the queen rat. Fairly simple. Let's see, can I fire backwards? Yes. Basically, physical weapons, and this is a physical weapon, they propel your ship in backwards if they hit you. So if you get hit by them, your ship moves away from where it was, and if you shoot them, it knocks you back as well. So by using that, I can make myself a little bit faster. Right, so I can basically do some other stuff. Anyway, he's given me this bloke has given me an old man's block, which is a shield, which gives me range plus 20, which is incredibly overpowered for a low level, and we definitely want that. Oh yes, and on top of that, first line 950 to 28. This is 750 to 35, which is much better because we want regen at early levels. Regen is very, very important. Shield regeneration is very, very important at early levels. Now, one of the important things to remember if you've not played the game, or one of the most important things to know, is that each time your energy regens itself, it's going to cost per second to regenerate that, and the electricity cost will go up in will basically be a constant one per second when it's not regenerating. Okay, so and at the same time that it is regenerating as well. So for example, the Guardian Shield, which is much more durable, that's got a much lower energy sustain, and it's got the regen energy is quite high for that one, whereas for the Old Man's Block, the regen energy is a lot better, but the sustain energy is a little bit worse. Not really much difference between the energies, but this one gives 20% extra damage, so that's good. 20% range. 20% range. Also, one thing that I am going to do as well is I'm going to be removing the Arcadian energy for even more speed there. So what I'm going to put in there instead is I'm going to go with the elect tempering from the hot fusion. So we're going to have a lot better energy sustain. Even though we're going to do less damage, the sustain is really worth it. So what can we do now? I think we've got the next mission to go through, although I've been completely distracted. So we're going to go in and we're going to find Ratty Mo, wherever he lurketh. Where are we? So, the Ratty Mo. Assist the cadet expedition in pellets and mice. You can get it. It used to be pellets and waste, but apparently waste is too much of a sissy name anyway. So, pellets and mice. Oh my god. I hate the PC nature of this game. The non-PC nature, it used to be very racy at one point, was what actually got me involved in it for first. So anyway, you've entered the mission instance. You can switch to Galaxy Chat in the bottom left corner of the game to see the dialogue. So we're going to have a little look there. Fight off several waves of energy until the boss arrives. Your mission will be completed when the boss is killed. Right, okay. So we've got all of these people talking. We got good old Cadet Willis there. Can I shoot my... I can't shoot my allied ship, which sucks. We got Ahab there. Now, interestingly enough, Ratty Mo... a little bit of background on him. He's named originally after Moby Dick, but there was a Tom and Jerry episode which I saw called, I can't remember the name, but there was a big whale in it called Dickie Mo who was named after it. So Ratty Mo is kind of like Dickie Mo. Anyway, so we're going to shoot down these space rats. He's in a Funker, which is one of the coolest ships in the game, although it's got one of the worst stats in the game. Anyway, so we're going to shoot down these space rats, and we're going to... oh yeah, we should be watching Galaxy Chat to see the cool stuff. I much prefer not to, because I don't think it's cool at all. But anyway, incoming space rats, more of them! Keep that harvester safe! There's a harvester? I don't know what's going on. I don't see a harvester. Am I going blind? Oh, there's a harvesting platform. That makes no sense whatsoever. Right, okay. Yeah, harvesting platforms are not a thing in the game. They were going to be a thing, but they're not a thing. So everyone was disappointed, and many cried themselves to sleep. Okay, so we are enjoying this anyway. So here we go. We're just getting to grips with the game, really. So let's have a little look. At the moment, I am level 7. There is no information at the moment, which is good. The game used to spawn some issues, which I had a problem with. Anyway, we're going to help Ahab out because I'm a better pilot and I do more damage. Although Ahab does use cool weapons. He's using the Arcadian pulse gun. Call that Funker as a good ship. It's a nice looking ship. Anyway. I don't know if you can make it out, but the Funker DLL should be glowing. His one doesn't seem to be glowing though, which is really sad, and it's made me cry inside. Anyway, the Funkers used to glow. Maybe they still do. I don't even know anymore. Anyway, we're going to shoot down the big bads. We've got a Queen Rat heading for us. Take cover. Okay, so there's a lot of things that are going on at the moment, and we've got to endure all of this nonsense. Now, this is actually really annoying, and I really hate the nature of this. This needs to be sped up because it's far too slow. Right, I'm going to just destroy the Queen Rat. A lot of people won't even be paying attention to the Galaxy Chat. It might be good to have a selection arrow appear over the Queen Rat when it happens so that people know to shoot at it. But, you know, Astron is he's that's an AI. That's an AI ship. Okay. I don't even know what's going on at the moment. So what's going on in Galaxy Chat? It be the legendary Ratimo. Why? Why? Okay, there we go. Let's go and hunt the Ratimo. There's no target indicator for Ratimo. Can't leave yet. There's no target indicator for Ratimo. I've no idea where he is. Oh, there we go. He's got the cyborg rat look. Okay, he's actually seriously damaged me. That's quite horrifying. So I'm going to avoid being hit. I'm going to activate my shield regenerator, which basically means that I will be pretty hard to kill. So I'm just going to get hit by cheese, basically, and hope that this thing will die. Right, so I'm just going to avoid that. Avoid. Let them tank a little bit. Now, if you notice, my super weapon does a lot of damage when I unleash it on him. So I think he takes extra damage from physical weapons, but I'm not sure. Anyway, always good to do that damage, and that can spin him out, which is always fun. Ha 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 ha! We're going to shoot him down. Wow, that was heavily disappointing and took way too long. Right, go back to command in Earth Force Outpost to complete the mission. So, okay, so we're going back there and back there. Okay. So we're just experiencing what it is like to be a new player in Star Sonata at the moment. Star Sonata is actually a really good game. Happy to make some more videos on it. But we are trying to find out what all of the issues are for people who are starting out. Now, we can't be assured that people aren't going to basically go through and do some really dumb stuff early on. So, like, for example, go through the Volcom gate, you know. So I think that's something which needs to be set so that players can't choose that unless they've made a character before and that character's got out. Anyway, so we're going to dock here. Dock. Right, finish the mission. Oh, we can't do it because we don't have enough space. So I can sell the rations. I can sell the microchips. That's good. Finish. And I've got an energy called the Bubble and Squeak. Right. Hot Fusion, 106 regen per second. Bubble and Squeak, 171. Think I'm going with Bubble and Squeak, yo. Okay. That is a much better energy. And the rate of fire bonus is really nice. Now, I lose the elect tempering here, which means that my weapon's going to cost more elect to use. But because I'm getting so much more energy, that really doesn't matter. Not that any of this really matters. Anyway, so what are we going to do now? We've got tuned power cables. Does anyone need them? No. Right, Flyspot Menace, so we can take that message, skill shirt, train all of these things to level 1. And we go for the research one as well. So I'm going to get weaponry, going to get piloting as well. So full level of experience as promised, and we get our class skills. All right. Now, okay, so if you've not played the game before, we have our class skills. We get to pick our focus. We've got Recon, which is fast and effective. There are 2 different classes. You've got Seer and we've got Speed Demon. All right, I can't click the confirm button because I will take you down this route. So we've got the Speed Demon, which is the best one to go if you're going to go Recon. Then you've got Seer, which is terrible if you're going to don't go Seer early game, right? We've got Fleet, which is incredibly good and overpowered. Both Fleet Commander and Gunner are solid, although Fleet Commander is the best leveling class in the game. We've got Support, in which we've got Shield Monkey and Engineer, both of which are joke classes at the moment, although Shield Monkey is pretty decent to level with. Engineer has literally made most of the players want to just basically delete the game. Combat is, you got an option between Berserker, and which is pretty solid at the moment, and Sniper. Sniper is one of the weakest classes in the game, and that is why we're picking it. So we're going to go with a Sniper. So we're going to click Confirm. We're going to confirm for Sniper. Why go weakest? Well, we have to assume that players are going to go with the weakest class available. So by picking Sniper, I pick something which is good. And it is something which people will pick. Anyway, so let's have a little look. We've got a decent amount of skill points, but we won't worry about them at the moment. We're going to dock. We're going to have a little look around. Can we get any ships? Right, so where are we? We have recommissioned Cadet, which is a heavy fighter. That's got 3 augmenter slots. That's pretty powerful. We've got a wing ship, which for some reason, which defies absolute logic, you've got 2 augmenter slots. This is a fast ship, very effective. Volcom, probably the best one to go because they're just solid and reliable. The super item becomes the finisher with that one. It's pretty legendary, and you can get a Volcom Plus upgrade, which is glorious. Anyway, so we're going to go with Recommissioned Cadet. This is because Sniper is basically a class which is reliant on heavy fighters. So we're going to go with Reconditioned Cadet. Okay, we're having these upgrades spawned. Although, to be honest, new players won't necessarily think about it. So we're going to not go with a Sniper. That for now, we're just going to go Sniper. Right, so let's have a little look at what the class actually does. So with 0.1 in the skill, we get 30% damage bonus. Energy costs more to shoot. We get a little bit of extra shield max and damage. And when we go down to here, we'll get extra damage, which is pretty solid. So you're getting a lot of damage out of Sniper. It does hit hard. It's a decent class. But I really, really can't stand it. It's absolutely atrocious at the moment. So we've got faster rate of fire now because this is supplied by our Bubble and Squeak. We've got our rudimentary damage augmenters, which means that we're going to be doing a considerable amount of damage. So we can go through here. I've missed out a mission though because I can see that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, and I'm not going to progress too quickly. I'm going to go through this. So attack on Whiskey Outpost. This is whiskey business. Okay, so here we are. Cadet's Catapult and Cadet Sniper Badge. We all want Cadet's Catapult because it's pretty good. Right, so we've got to go to Whiskey Outpost. Now, there's no evidence or information telling us to go to Whiskey Outpost. I'm just going to scout back through here because we've got another place called Contra Costa. Now, where are our missions? Do we have anything to go? So we've got ferrite research in Contra Costa. Now, we're going to Contra Costa first because it's the least likely place for anybody to go, but it's always good for people to test and have a little look around. Now, it's good that they've attached that to the Nexus there. That's pretty neat. And we've got ferrite zebra carts here, which are pretty cool. I hope I'm able to buy one. If I'm not, I'll be very, very disappointed. I'm unable to buy one and I'm disappointed. Right. Another pilot? Good. I hope you're ready to brave the dangers of ganglionic research. It's easy to get hurt out here. Yes. So anyway, so where are we? We can get we can upgrade our ship into a reconditioned cadet with this, which is probably going to be the better thing to do. Or we can keep with Zebacart, which is fast and effective. We're not going to really upgrade because the majority of the time a newbie's not going to know much about upgrading or picking good weapons or anything like that. So they don't necessarily know about that. So we can use a heavy Zebacart upgrade for that. So the newbie may go for the heavy Zebacart upgrade, right? So this is going to basically add a couple of different stats to the Zebacart and basically make it a little bit stronger. So we've got a little bit more hull space, and yeah, it's just a little bit better, really. Not particularly great, and if they've changed to a new ship, that's going to be an issue, that mission. Anyway, we've got a heavy Zebacart now, which is good. Does it change any of our devices? Mini-Mass Driver Plus. Yeah, that means that we've got a little bit of extra damage from our Mini-Mass Driver, so it was worth it. So it's gone from 480 if memory serves to 600. I've played this game too much, probably, if that makes a difference. Right. So anyway, where are we? We can get better skills here, which is always good. What weapons can we get? Medium laser. Is it better than cadet beam? Yeah, a little bit. But it's what's the difference? Yeah, cadet beam's actually got more range, so we're going to probably enjoy that a little bit more. Okay, so anyway, we're going to fly around with our new modified heavy Zebra cart. And what are our missions? So, okay, Kendallite harvesting. So we've got to mine Kendallite, I think. Where are we? Mine a mining laser, yep. And we need let's see. We need something from the Koto enemies, so we're going to go after them in a second. Right. So first of all, we're going to get a mining laser. Now, mining lasers, for those of the people on my channel who are still watching, they will cut down your little asteroids. Oh, we've got pink Zebra carts. That's so cool. That's actually all right. I like pink Zebra carts. So yeah. Anyway, we've got Kendallite, which is spawning. That was quite a shock, actually. I didn't expect them to come out of the asteroids, probably because I didn't read the mission chains, but that doesn't really matter. It's not about reading the mission chains, because we can't rely on anyone to actually do that. Ah, there's another enemy from Koto called the Navigator in Gold. I wonder what he's got. Does he have anything special on him? No, nothing amazing. That's a shame. So I'm swapping between my weapons up here. I don't know what the key for you to swap is, but for me it's set to E. But not a lot of people will necessarily know about the ability to swap weapons. So anyway, I'm just shooting these blooming things down. Kang, Koloth, and Core. Right. Anyway, okay. So where are we? Okay, so we're shooting down the asteroids. Now, the problem with this mission is that there's way too much Kendallite to mine. And with the spawn rate of enemies on these different things, that just makes this an irritating mission to do. So I would say cut down on the Kendallite, which are required. We've got an augmenter drop, which is a minor range aug, which is pretty good. We don't need that, though, at the moment. The problem is if you've got too many of these things spawning like this, and it's like spawning 2 each time, it becomes a chore to mine these things. And yet we can get augmenters, which is great, but the idea of making things easy for a newbie is you don't want things to be too long and complicated, because you don't want them to feel like the beginning of the game the entire game is gonna be a chore. Anyway, so we've got 21 out of 24. Now, Kendallite is really starting to slow the ship down as well, so I think they need to change the weight of the Kendallite, because 10,000 is a ridiculous amount of weight. I understand that at this point in the game, that will make people aware of these kind of problems, but it's just potentially just very, very irritating for a new starting player. So here we go. Vicious Science completed. Vicious Science 2. And we've got Skill Search 2. So we're going to just increase all of our skills. So we've got Engine 2, Piloting, Shielding, and Equipment. And wait. Do I need another one? I haven't trained Radar. Oh, that's so annoying. Because you can't train Radar here. Make it so you can train Radar here. Train Radar. Anyway, I'm going to upgrade my equipment level now, which is great. So anyway, we've got Ganglionite Mag Cannon. This is pretty solid mag cannon. It used to be one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Now it's not, thank God. It was too powerful. Now, the Ganglionite Alpha Wall is solid, but Old Man Block is better because it still gives range, and we don't need the Alpha Wall, so we can sell that. And that's probably made some people cry. Anyway, right, so Twist and Twirl. I have a feeling that the where are we? I really don't use my missions tab much, so we've got to kill off. Right, we've got to go into Twirl and Twist and destroy the Koto research platforms. Right, so free augmenter, that's always good. Right, where is Koto research platform? There we go. Now this thing's not doing too much damage to me. I can fire on it using my thing, but you're generally supposed to use the Ganglionite Mag Cannon to take it out and stay safe. So you can basically just fly around like some gigantic Scroober noob as you destroy this thing, which is pretty good. There we go. Oh, I think they're actually using some of my stupid names for this one, unless someone else has come up with exactly the same stupid names. Right. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. That one needs to be removed. Anyway, just ignore me. Ah dear. Anyway, so we're gonna dock, and where are we? Okay, we've got Ganglionite Push Alpha, which is going to be a better energy than the Old Lady Furnace. I say better. It does. It's actually, that's not a better energy because the weight takes away from the thrust and the other abilities. So if we, for example, we're flying like that, where we are not getting as much energy in, and there's not really that much noticeable maneuverability difference. So your Ganglionite Push Alpha is actually not worth it. So we're going to get rid of that. We don't need that. Okay. Right. So close. Now I can't complete the next one because I don't have the skill point, the space points now because of my noobiness. So I've got to ignore that part of the mission and basically go and complete other missions for other things. Fair enough. So this is the new Nexus, I guess. Right, Earth Force Outpost is there. Fly Spotter. Then we've got Mutara Gardens. This is too big. There's too much area to go through. This needs to be sorted out and sorted out quickly. I'm just gonna shoot that one back. Increase my speed. That's the problem. There's too much space going through here. So we've got to go to the Fly Spotter area. I really don't like this new Nexus. Where are we? We've got deep space there and pyroclase. We might just go to deep space because we can't expect noobs to necessarily know what they're going to do. Oh, there's a mission here. Problem is that enemies are getting a little bit strong out here, so going back, we've got to have a little bit more of a look towards the thing. But for future reference, newbies can't be expected to toe the line when you give them no instructions, especially when you've been giving them a lot of instructions. So I'm going to kill some of these things. I'm going to go back and I'm going to start completing missions. And that's something which is a real problem. Ah, dear. Where am I? So what are the missions that I currently have at the moment? Where am I? Got Skill Search 2, Fly Spotter Managed. You've got to go to the Janitor's Outpost in Fly Spotter. Right, that's cool. So we're going to zoom out until we get to it. What is with all of the distance between these different things? There's far too much distance. It makes the game feel slow. Everything needs to be more compact and more brought in. We have to take into account that we are not playing again. We are not creating a game for people who've got that much time, especially early on. Things have got to be fast. Got to keep people engaged. You know, you don't want them feeling, oh god, it's gonna be a million billion miles in every different direction. Right, so we've got to kill this, kill that, blah, 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 loads and loads of nonsense. Right. So we got to kill these ones. I think if memory serves, these ones, there's some bits and bobs here which can be killed with surgical. Oh, we've actually got a fly swat thing that spawned, and that's a guide. Ah, dear. Yeah, the thing is, it's like I'm not really feeling it with the game at the moment. It's because things aren't being given. It's like they give away certain things, which is good, but it's like why kill 3 of the maggots, right? Why kill 3 of them? How many maggots are spawning on the screen? You know, think about that. Is that good? Is it a good use of time? Okay, yeah, this one it's got a spawn timer, but you might as well make 3 of them spawn. You know, if you've got to kill 3 of them, make 3 of them spawn. Makes sense to me. You know, I don't know. Where am I? Flyer. Okay, that's the thing, right? It's all well and good. It's all well and good having the things take effect, but it's just anything that makes time You know, anything that takes time away from people, it doesn't make anything much more fun. If you've just got to sit there like a lemon waiting for the thing to spawn, it's not gonna feel good. Content guide. There's a guide. Well, that's useful. It'd be nice to have a little arrow pointing to the guide early on, but you know. Oh yeah, I've got a complete mission. I wouldn't have even noticed that if I hadn't just thought, why am I going to the wormhole? Right, so what are the other missions that I've got here? Right. Okay, so they give me a bit of information. Oh, I've got... wait. I'm supposed to collect... Well, oh, it's automatically completed once I've docked. That's a stupid idea. Right, doesn't matter. The docking part of missions does not matter. If you're going to make it like that, that's just making it hard for people to find the map, the base on the map. If you put docking into the base as part of it, yeah, I understand that makes sense, but it's better to have the marker because when they dock, they're going to get it anyway. It makes sense, doesn't it? This is basic stuff. My God, Creaky's oil can. That's a good good little augmenter. Is it? Is it? Wait. What? Did I even get that? Did it come? I don't know. Maybe I am going mad. Or maybe that's a mission that's going to come. So I've got to dock at Matura Observatory in the Matura Gardens. That's the thing, right? These are docked at. You've not met the mission objectives. It's just annoying because you gotta find it, and it won't even target the blooming place for you to go to when you get to the system. What the hell is this? You know, it's making the game too hard for people to play, and it's making it annoying. You don't want an annoying game. You want to keep the game as sane and fun as possible. It says a diseased alien device. I don't even know what that's doing. I don't even know why I'm in undertone. Where are we? Smoke trail, spark. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go to the Nexus, and we'll go to the other thing. The problem is, right, I've got across large expanses of space, right? Now, I'm doing this at 149. Imagine the people who've bought that slow ship, and they're moving at a speed that's half mine, right? That is not noob-friendly content right there. You got to keep it small, got to keep it short. I know it looks nice when you're all zoomed out, but considering the fact that most people are going to be playing the game like that at the start, it just makes things feel really, really slow, right? Oh dear. Let's have a little look. We got to go all the way over here, 1,000,000 billion miles to hunt down the flylet. Whoa. Right, so we've completed the mission. Let's go to Matara Gardens, see what things are like that side of the ocean. Right. Now we've got little bonuses here which can be activated and used. I'll show you a little bit about how to do that. So we're going to activate that. Now what's going to happen is the leaking power cell will charge for 100 seconds. Are you kidding me? So it's going to charge for all that time. Right. Let's just do a faster one to show people. My God. Slow charge. Slow charge. The thing is, shield charge of 100 shield, it's not necessary to have that much shield charge. I mean, this is a newbie thing. Just make it fast. You know, make it so that people can see it fast. It's not much to ask. Right, so... Oh, there's a jelly, and it's lethal. That thing is absolutely lethal. Right, look at this. Right, I'm in newbie stuff. It's told me to go here. Where the hell are you? Right, neon. Right, it's shooting me. It's affecting me. Oh, there's more than one. That is mental. And because we're a newbie and an escape pod isn't equipped, we die and the coins float off. That's a demoralising experience and a half. And then we've got a 10-second cooldown timer. Non-appreciated, right? Come on, get back in, get back in, get back in. There we go. Reclaim ship here. No information telling you what to do if your ship dies. But, you know, whatever. Right, let's see if I can fight this thing with my amazing skills. Show you what a great pilot the Walrus is. Oh, crud. I mean, it's not like they're a majorly hard opponent to bring down, but that damage stuff is really, really annoying. And if his buddy comes in, well, the thing is, right, I've played this game before. I've got some knowledge of piloting, although it's hard to maneuver with this newbie stuff, right? And we're getting killed by a space jelly, and that's the second time it's happened. Right, so we're gonna fight this blooming thing, and I'm gonna destroy it, but it's just such an annoying experience. Right, I'm gonna fly backwards a little bit because we can utilize speed in the game. Speed is interesting because we can just use that, and we can use range to basically nerf our enemy down. Right, there we go. And it has dropped nothing. There we go. That's actually disappointing. When you've got an enemy that's doing that much damage and it's dropping nothing, that is a huge, huge issue. I really don't approve of that. That's not good. That's bad. 25 hull space to Sol. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's a great thing, but what if you can't go to Sol immediately, right? Find and scan a space jelly? I can do that. Oh yeah, I've got train 1 in radar, so I'm gonna get 1 in radar. I've got the skill. That's good. I can train the other thing, and it's given me an Ande radar, which is nice, and that's equipped to my ship, which is good. Maybe I already bought that. I can't even remember. Right. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we've got to buy something a little bit more durable if we're gonna fight these jellies. So, you know, get rid of the old man block. So we've got a photon barricade. We get more energy. We get more shield regen because we're docked at the base, which is fine. Right. Normal mag cannon's better than ganglinite now. That's a welcome surprise. Sell the ganglinite because it's now useless. Antimatter devices, why are they still in the game? They're awful and they don't make any sense. I like C-beams because they glitter in the dark at Tannhauser Gate. Let's see if I can remember the entire monologue while I go and do some stuff. Oh, we've got to equip a radar. It's already been done. That's brilliant. Okay, so where are we? Okay. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I've seen C-beams glitter in the darkness at Tannhauser Gate. In time, all moments will be lost, like tears in rain, time to die. Blech. Okay, so I did remember it. Right, so what we've got to do is we've got to buy a ship scanner. So we're going to go for newbie ship scanner. There we go. Now this is annoying as well because for people who haven't got the you know, upgrades or anything, they're going to be one hit by these things, so they're not going to be able to scan easily, and it's going to be awkward for them trying to figure out that they need to drag the ship scanner up to there. They should really get it given to them when they pick up the mission, and that should be attached to their ship. That would make things easier. Right, we've got to acquire an acidic blood, right? So, where are we? Do we have anything that's potentially really, really useful? Right, what we want is we're just going to use the cadet beam to take these ones out now. So I've got to play safe. Right, so I'm going to smack this boy down, and hope that he's going to drop some jelly's acidic blood. It's a lot better when I'm not dying completely. Oh, I seem to be having energy problems. I wonder what's causing the energy problems. Let's have a little look, shall we? I bet it's that photon barricade. Yeah, there we go. 14 per second and regenerate for regeneration, and a let cost of 10 per second. That is really, really bad for newbies. So that needs to be changed. I don't care about balance sheets, by the way. So we've got to kill these bloody things. Where are we? Right. Okay. Right, so we've got jellies that are spawning in the north now. Maybe they're a little bit easier, I don't know, but they appear on the map every now and then. Maybe that's some form of bug, I don't know. Oop, there we go, space jelly. Gordon Bennett. Right. Sand. I hate sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, just like me, and it gets everywhere. Right, so we're going through the arduous journey of killing a billion zillion space jellies. I hope I've read the mission tooltip right. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a right lemon, aren't I? Okay, so I'm going to have a look at the mission tooltip because clearly it isn't right and the jellies aren't dropping jellies acidic blood. Really, considering the enemies are that dangerous, you'd think that it was a priority for them to drop it. Right, I've got to avoid this for a few moments. Right, where are we? Where are we? Horrible Creature 2. Right, you can get a jellies acidic by killing space jellies. Right, so we're going to see how many space jellies I have to kill before I get the blooming thing. Honestly, newbies should not be being forced to go up against AI like this. I really, really couldn't care less, alright, about what balances and anything else. It's like, this is off-putting. I do not enjoy this. This is not fun, alright? Now, I've worked hard on this game, you know, in the times when I've actually been working on it. And it's like, well, also, how many of these have I got to kill? You know, I mean, yeah, I'm getting good experience for them. That's fantastic. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether or not I'm getting good experience. What I'm getting is disappointment every time because I'm not getting what I want. Come on. Oh my god. Retsu's stress meter steadily increasing. The thing is, right, when you're making a computer game, it's very, very simple. You're making a game that is meant to be enjoyable by people. At the moment, what I'm playing and what I'm experiencing is not enjoyable. And the reason being is it's because I'm having to fight space jellies and they're not dropping the commodities that I've been getting tons of to this point. So every time I've got a commodity in the past, it's dropped almost right away. But now I've got to fight for the commodity, and every time it doesn't arrive, and with the potential of death, it's just like, I can't be bothered at the moment. I really can't be bothered with this. This is the last space jelly I'm going to bloody fight. I might just sit here all day fighting space jellies. That'd really upset my audience, wouldn't it? You know, see, the thing is, right, they should have dropped by now, but they haven't. I don't care whether or not it's like a 95% drop chance, you know, and there's only a small chance of losing it. You need to have the thing. Oh, wait, there's something floating off in space up there. Could this be the space jelly thing? Oh, it's jelly acidic blood. Is that what I needed? Hang on. Oh, well, I've completed it. That's great. So I've got it. Took way too long, but I get a Stapleton's acid shooter, which is pretty cool. I do like Stapleton's acid shooter, which is completely and totally useless because of the recalibration of the game, unless they've altered the Stapleton's acid shooter. But what are the odds that they've actually done that? Let's find out. Right, okay. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Yep, it's alright, but not great, to be fair. Imagine my shock. Right, okay, so I'm going to go for additional damage, so 30% extra damage. So we're going to look at our chip statistics at the moment. So we've got DPS of 200 on that one there. And that's gone up to 290. That's a solid increase, right? That's pretty good. So we are actually getting decent. We are getting decent out of the sniper tree, which is one of the worst trees that you can actually be part of. The sniper tree is really, really bad. Other trees, I can't even, you know. Right, so Helga is here is a light fighter, so it's not good. I thought they were going to change it to heavy fighter, but it turns out they're not. Right, so Zebu gunship we can upgrade again, and that will take us to heavy fighter. Alright, so we've missed out the recommissioned cadet. We've got a massive amount of Volcom spam, which looks kind of bad, but who cares, am I right? So we've got the additional upgrades, which take us to a Zebu gunship, which is really, really good. And this is adding resistances to us, which is nice. Resistances will make it harder for the enemy to kill and murder us to bits. So what are the new things? We've got a Zebu launcher, which allows launching of missiles, which is cool. And we need to drag this. This is a problem as well, right? Because at least unless they fixed it, let's have a little look. I'm activating the missile launcher and it's not launching missiles. But what it should do is put the missiles there, like that. Right, so we can experience the Zebu missiles. Right, where are we? So, ba-bam! That's powerful. We're going to launch the next missile. Ba-bam! You see, that's a lot stronger and a lot more resistant and more resilient to damage, right? It's a much better ship. But not everybody's going to be getting that. Right, Zebu missiles seem to be spawning, so that is probably to do with the Zebu missile device, which will create these every few seconds, and these will do a specific amount of damage each time so they hit. So we can launch our missiles at the enemy, which is nice. So we've actually got a little bit of power, and we'll use that Stapleton's acid shooter, which is absolutely bloomin' worthless. Oh my god, this is just depressing. Right. Okay. Oh, wait, what was that? What was that? What was that? Mini-mass driver device. Oh, it's gone. That's a problem, right? Mini-mass driver device has gone back to being a normal mini-mass driver device, meaning that you're actually doing less damage now with your mini-mass driver. Very, very important to make a note of that. Where are we? So let's have a little dock. Scrapyard, how? So we're going to go to Matura Observatory. And we've got to go to deep space soon. The thing is, right, back in the day when the game started, they had a place called Commerce Preload where you'd spawn. It just teach you about basic trading, and the rest of the game you had to work out for yourself. This is throwing way too much stuff at people, really. So we've got to fight Scrapper Puff. What sort of a name is Scrapper Puff? And Scrapper Puff has spawned 15 billion light years away. So we've got to wait as the ship slowly crunches towards it. And it's going at 77 speed. I guess the heavy Zebra is slower than the other Zebra, which is great. So we are going to have to endure the horrible boredom that is going to come with this. Now, this is an ether. Oh, he's going to run away again. He's running away from us. Right, I'm just going to use this blooming device to actually make me move faster. Right, frickin' eat some missiles. Come, have at ya. Right, there we go. Blooming Scrapper Puff. Oh, he's running away again because he's set to a blooming area. That's great. That's just annoying. Right, frickin' die. God damn it. Oh, jeepers creepers. What an irritating mission. Right. This is the radar. Radar's good. It allows you to see different things on the map, like different asteroids and things like that, and planets. There's a lot of cool stuff in there, right? But you know, collector, hoarder, moons, haha, and I. That makes no sense. Right, anyway, we're very slowly going back home at a speed of a snail's pace. Don't ask me, admins. Don't ask me. You're the ones that made this. You explain what the logical reasoning was behind making everything so far apart. I really, really want to know. This could be right next door to that. That could be there. This thing could be there. You know, the sun could be smaller. Problem solved. Then people could be more zoomed in or more zoomed out, and it wouldn't matter that much. Right. Anyway. Right. Okay. Solward. We're going to Sol. Right. Radar ain't that great, so I'm not even going to bother increasing it in power. Right. Heavy's a. Yeah, Heavy's Evercart is faster than Reconditioned Cadet. Oh God. The thing is, these are things that are problems, and they are things that need to be fixed. So, you know, basically, it is important to sort of listen to this stuff, despite the fact that you probably don't want to. Well, that's interesting. So his things damage the fly swatter. Oh. The problem is, it's like if you look at the speed that I've got going across, it's just so slow. Right, firing the things just to move a little bit quicker. My speed has gone up a little bit. But the thing is, right, is this fun? Is this enjoyable? Is this fresh? Not really. It's tedious at the moment. Because I've got to travel too far, I don't have that level of speed. All right, and speed is a really, really important thing in this game because we're not covering a large amount of space. So we're going to deep space now. So we're going to take a step outside of Nexus. We're going to have a little bit of a look outside. I mean, there are still probably missions that. Oh, we got a complete mission here. So it would be nice if the thing flashed or there was a mission, an arrow that let us know we need to complete the mission. I think that should be there for anything, really. Oh, open the content tab. Right, all of this information being added. So anyway, it gives you a bit of information and everything. Content guide, good idea, definitely worth it. You got some information on things. You know, that's useful. That is actually really useful. So well done on that. That's been a very, very useful thing. Still think it needs a little arrow to it because I can barely make it out on the tooltip. And it's next to submit a support ticket. Right, so flight delays. I can't be bothered to mess around with that stuff. Relief effort. We're just going to. I guess we've got to go to. No, I'm not going to get caught up in. Actually, yeah, sorry. I'll find out whether or not there's any other issues with the Nexus. I might as well do the Good Samaritan thing on my way around. Now the problem is right with the speed being so slow, and yeah, not everyone will have downgraded to this slow moving hunk of junk. You know, it's just what the heck's really going on with this thing? I mean, yeah, that's nice. It blows it up in one shot. That's awesome. How much experience do I get for that? Not too bad. So you got Spark and Smoke Trail. So these are two different places. I'm just going to have a little explore around, really. Yeah, we might want to change a couple of names because malaria kills a heck of a lot of people every year. That's my fault. Now the venomous part of that was not be my fault, I think, but I would definitely have called one malaria. I think. So we've got insufficient warp navigation to go there. That's irritating. And we've probably got insufficient warp navigation to go to Spark as well. Yeah, but the thing is, newbies aren't necessarily going to go in this direction anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yep, so it's a warp navigation problem. Probably this is still being built. That's cool. Let's go to deep space. All right. Too much space. We're zooming out, right? Way too much space. Takes too much time. Could all be brought in. That's the feedback that you need to listen to, because the fact of the matter is, most star systems aren't this big in Star Sonata. So you're just setting a bad precedent for the poor players who are going to be suffering through this nonsense. But anyway, where are we? Oh yeah, I do have a team on my other characters, but for some reason, yeah. Anyway, we've got to go to deep space. Not gonna get caught up in the fact that the team thing shouldn't really be there without a team, but whatever. That's because I have other characters and I logged in earlier. That's my fault. So I can't really blame it on the admins. It's all my fault. It makes a change, doesn't it? Right. Let's see. I'm just gonna destroy that using the rockets. The Zebu missiles are actually pretty decent. They do a decent amount of damage. We're going to deep space. Right, where are we? Oh, go away, space jelly. Right, so we've got to go to anchor point. Now we've got to go to anchor point is actually part of a mission, but you only win the mission when you dock at anchor point. Now, too much space jelly attack, not fun, because people don't necessarily have expensive shield. What I have. I'm approached by a little girl. Right, where are we? Okay, whatever. So we've brought all of the stuff over, and we're gonna do all the missions here. Let's get this sorted. Alright. How much speed does my Zebu gunship have? It's got 75, which means that the Roswell is probably a better ship to use, really. I mean, why does the Zebu gunship need so many weapons? That's another thing. That's stuff being pulled into the wrong areas. I mean, most things won't use that many weapons. I mean, critical resistance, why bother putting that on a Roswell? It makes no sense whatsoever. What are we doing? I do want a faster ship. Right, I'll take you through I'll take you through this thing. Oh, I can't upgrade piloting here. Very funny. Right, so we've got access to all these cool things that we can't actually use. Nuclear thruster's way too big. Paired drive is too big. Makes no sense. So shielding and electrical engineering are the two things I can upgrade. And this is what I really want to upgrade at the moment. I don't really like the energies, but I need the energy regen. And shield-wise, I might be able to find a slightly better energy. So I'll go with the slipstream, which will give me additional speed, which will make life less boring for you guys, but it'll make me a lot more damage. Wait a second. Right. Oh dear, where am I? Okay, so we've bugged out a little bit, and we can't actually access our menu. Give me a second. Let's see if I can fix that. Yeah. Oh dear. Well, that's looking really great at the moment. So we're going to start by typing slipstream in. So basically, our search bar has disappeared for this, which is really, really annoying. And we're going to sell the photon barricade. Thankfully, I remember the name of the blooming thing. So I'm just going to hit the S button because most things have got an S in them. We've got a new weapon called the Volcom's Mini Pulse. Let's try that one out. Okay, that looks pretty nice. That's a nice looking weapon. That'd be very, very pretty for the newbies. Okay, splat, 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 and splat. Okay. Now, what we've got to do is we've got Voyager's Last Stop up there. Now, when we press the autopilot on to Voyager's Last Stop, it's going to take us past these things called fuel platforms. And what they're going to do is speed us up. Now, I want you to just take 15 seconds to think about the stupidity involved in this. This is deep space. Look how big it is. There's so much time is being wasted by a person as they have to endure going through deep space. Now, I know that this increases the speed. That's great. And it teaches people about speed increase. But you don't need that to teach people about speed increase at all. So I'm going to go to fuel platform beta, which is going to be the next fuel platform on the list. Oh, we're under attack by the brigand warship of the Black Hole Brigands. Oh, and he's disappeared. Charming. Right, let's just go back to the thing. Don't get distracted anymore. It's too far, too much distance. No reason behind it. No, it makes no sense. I really don't get that. It's just, it makes the game feel slow, you know. And the game's not slow. The game's fun in general. Got nice ships appearing. Good job on the graphics, Nate. Very much appreciated. But we're going and going and going and going and going and going. Do you see where I'm coming from here? This is taking too long. I can't even be bothered to turn around and fight the Volcoms. Bebop. Yeah. Right, so we finally got there. Nice, right? And we can finally go home to Sol, which is good. We can get out of this hell pit that is the Nexus. This is worse than the previous Nexus, by the way. Just swap it back. Problem solved. You know? Good God. Right. Okay, so let's have a little look, shall we? See if we can optimize our ship. I don't even have the engine because the blooming interface is locked out. What is the oh, it's the old lady furnace. That's the engine we've got. Right, so 3400 to 780. Let's try the Starfeather. The thing about the Starfeather is it's very, very lightweight, but the old lady furnace is still one of the best energies for its level in the game. But yeah, anyway, let's have a little look. Do we have anything else we want to upgrade? No, not really. So we're going to go through to Sol. And what's happened is we're in a slow, clunky ship that is pretty basic, really, and the game feels slow, which is quite a shame. Now, in a few seconds, I'm going to show you a little bit of what it's like to play with a less slow, clunky character. Right, so this is Captain Hector, and this is my cool ship. Now, this is a I think I'm a speed demon on this character. This is my troll ship, but yeah, this is a speed character. So AP, I don't know. We're just gonna go on a map anywhere in the map. So where are we? We're just gonna go. And the thing is, it's like this is what the game's like with proper speed. I mean, 700 speed, I still think is a very slow speed for the game. But this isn't a normal sort of speed for a character. If I want to go to a normal character, for example, I mean, this is fairly decent sort of speed for a character. Got decent maneuverability and everything like that, with no real maneuverability bonuses. You know, it's just like it's like this is a slower sort of ship, and that's moving twice as fast. And I get that it's early game, but what you want is you want a game to be fast and you want it to feel like it's impactful. Anyway, that's my main feedback. Try and make the game a little bit faster for people starting off. I would say reduce the power of the jellies. The energy is a little bit ridiculous. I would say probably lower level energies need a little bit of work. Need a little bit of work with the shielding as well. So, for example, with your lower level shields that need to be edited and modified, some of them eat up a little bit too much energy per second. You can literally take away the the electricity cost for keeping the shield there, and just reduce the regen energy a little bit, and you'll make people's lives so much better for all of the starting shields energies. Also, the lower level weapons, for example, they're not great. I didn't even remember seeing the torpedo in there, but you know, I like the torpedo, and it's just like they could be a little bit better damage per elec wise, just to make the game a little bit faster for people who are leveling up. Because at lower levels, the levels are much more impactful anyway. So when they start getting things like the pulse gun Tech 4, that's going to immediately replace so many of the different things that they're going to pick up en route. So you might as well increase the power early on, even if it goes against balance sheets. Also, another issue with it is that these other energies which we've got, they don't even compete with the lower level energies. I mean, Ares energy is the first decent energy you can get your claws into. It's so heavy. I mean, it's giving a load of things, but the power on your on the ratty energy, I can't remember what it's called. Bubble and Squeak, I think it is. It's so high in comparison to the 30% rate of fire is insane. And the regeneration of 170 compared to level 6 energy. I mean, Tessellator's great. Not going to fault that one. But, when you consider that your ion bank is so much weaker, I mean, that's not bad energy, but it's still not great. You need a lot more energy early on in the game. That's all I can say, really. Radar-wise, anti-radar's pretty crap. I would probably increase the detection range. The vision range, should I say, of the anti-radar. I don't know. It's a tough one, really, because it's not giving much more vision than the stealth radar, really. Mind you, the vision's pretty naff for most radars. So I guess maybe it's balanced. God only knows. But I wasn't able to see a lot of the space jellies, and that's a problem. Maybe alter their visibility instead, because I did have an Ande radar and it was working, but I just couldn't see them until they attacked. So the visibility's a problem. Anyway, I've been going at this for far too long. So thanks for joining me, and have a lovely day. And if anyone's interested, I'll make more content like this. Catch you later. Bye.